Central's role players. They got some kids that can put the ball in the hole. One of them gets hot like they did last year with Sepik. You get hot in this building, especially with them mics on the rim.
Yeah.
I hope they get hot.
Yeah. Now I was thinking, last night you kind of hinted that you would like that more often. There's some climbing involved to turn those bad boys on.
Well, that's fine, and I'm glad that I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
At my age, I shouldn't have to do it. But they're really, that's just a cool sound. That really is.
Well, we hope to hear the nets tonight for the shooters more so than the iron, but they've been two very good defensive teams this year as well.
Yeah, we were talking. You think this could be low scoring? I mean, low scoring. Yeah. I don't know. In the 40s, low 40s, I think would probably favor. I think might favor Dallastown.
Yeah.
It's in the low 40s. I'm not sure. I'm thinking if it gets 41-39, you might not be getting the threes you're looking for from Sepik and some of them other kids for Bree. They like to shoot the rock. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll know in a couple of hours.
Yes, we will.
Dallastown and Central for the league championship here tonight. Another night and another champion will be crowned here at the Grumbacher Center. This is the Vito's pregame show. Andy will have our Game Time PA coaches interviews coming up. Jay Rexroth of Dallastown, Scott Wisner of Central. Stay tuned for that. We'll hear the pregame breakdown from the men in charge coming up here on Sports Radio 1350 and the live video stream tonight on Game Time PA's YouTube feed. It is presented to you by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143. GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
It's a family tradition. Their family name, Romberger's Appliance in South York, is York's hometown appliance store for more than 50 years. You get it all with top brand names like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, plus huge selections, great values, and unmatchable service after the sale. That's why Romberger's was voted the #1 family-owned appliance store by the people of York County. Associated with the largest buying group nationwide, gives them the purchasing power to pass the savings on to you. Their professional sales staff will only sell you what you need, and at the best prices too. With the best service and delivery, low prices, and a huge selection, it's a family tradition. Remember, if Romberger sells it, Romberger services it. Always above the rest in customer service. 190 Reynolds Mill Road, Leader Heights area of York. So before you buy anywhere else, shop Romberger's Appliances first. Your one-stop, low-overhead store where big savings are to be had every time. Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for the way it's made.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. We're back to the Grumbacher Center, and tonight we have the ladies' final in the YAIAA between the Dallastown Wildcats, the #1 seed, and the 2 seed Central York Panthers. And with me now is the second-year head coach of the Dallastown Wildcats, Jay Rexroth. Coach, congratulations on getting your kids here. Talk a little bit about just being here.
It's exciting for our kids. It's the first time they've been here in a while, and I know our girls are excited to play. Obviously, it's a very tough opponent in Central. We've seen them twice already, but we're excited for the opportunity to play them a third time.
Talk a little bit about the difference, and I did this last night with the guys, same thing, about the big floor. You were just talking a little bit about it when we were standing out there in front of your bench.
Well, it'll be interesting for our kids because this is the first time we've been here. This is Central's third year in a row, so I think they'll be a little more accustomed to the floor. It'll be an adjustment for our kids, especially with the way the three-point line's marked and the sidelines are a little bit goofy looking. And so, hopefully we get out here, shoot around a little bit, get a little more comfortable with the floor, and then settle in once the game starts.
Do you talk about your full court traps, or if you run something like that with the bigger floor, you got more space? Do you go over things like that with them?
We really don't. I mean, Southwestern has a 90-foot floor, so we play on some big floors. Ours is not 94, but it's over 90, so not really anything we concern ourselves with.
Miller and Sutton, Valencic, Preston. Talk a little bit about the role players, which I think is where the game's won and lost tonight. 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7?
Well, I mean, if you talk about Valencic and Preston, I'd say they're two of the 5 best players in the county, and obviously both seniors. We have some very good players. I think our bench is going to be critical. I think we need to get to contributions from some other people. Anaya Matthews had a big game against them the first time, and I think some of the kids off our bench can do some things. Maybe not scoring as much as just rebounding and defense. And again, we need a great team effort to knock these guys off.
A couple of keys, Coach. Your kids got to do well to be cutting down the nets.
Obviously handle there for full court pressure. They hurt us with that the second time we played them when they made their comeback on us. We need to handle that and not turn the ball over. Keep our poise, withstand any early run Central might make. Obviously defensively is huge. Control Preston and Valencic, and then limit their perimeter players. I mean, they shoot the ball really, really well. We can't let Septic and Fabry and Wagner go off on the perimeter. It comes down to how well they shoot the ball and how well we defend, and then take away their 2 big studs inside. And if we do that, we're going to have a chance. But if we let them do what they want to do, it'll be an uphill battle.
I think it's going to be a great one, Coach. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rate. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Golfers, Briarwood is now accepting registrations for the 2018 Evening Golf League season. The Monday through Friday evening leagues consist of 2-player teams playing against teams of similar abilities with handicaps. Friday evening offers a 2-person couple scrambles league and a 2-person men's league. Team regular season matches begin the week of April 2nd, then continue through the middle of August with playoffs immediately following. Leagues start play at 5:30 with a shotgun start. Briarwood leagues offer the most course variety with 4 different nines at Briarwood East and West. Briarwood has over 25 years of experience running leagues providing fun and enjoyment for all golfers. Before your round, warm up on Briarwood's driving range. After play, relax with friends and enjoy yourself at the Briar Patch Sports Bar. Check out the new and used equipment to improve your game at our well-stocked Discount Pro Shop. Briarwood's PGA professionals will fit you to a tee. Join the fun. Call 792-9776 to register your team for the area's best golf leagues at Briarwood. Or check us out on the web at briarwoodgolfclubs.com.
So you hop in your car one morning to leave for work and your car has a message for you. Translation? I can't do this much longer. Your eyes roll back in your head at the mere thought of shopping for a new car, and after a long sigh, you switch on your radio.
Be sure and call at
Bayshore and Kohler Ford, yeah, in Manchester. It's only about 3.5 miles from those other guys, but a long way from all that hassle. So you stop by on your way home from work, and you find a lot filled with selection, colors, models, great prices, and a whole lot of trade-in value, too. Next thing you know, you're pulling out of your driveway in a new car. And there's a knock on your window. Where'd you get that car, your neighbor says? Bayshore and Kohler Ford, you tell him. Didn't know you were a Bayshore and Kohler guy. Hey, son. Look around at the interior of your new ride, you look at yourself in the rearview mirror, and you look at your neighbor and say, I am now. I am now.
Bayshore and Collet, North Shore at Bayshore.
Just 3.5 miles from York and 15 minutes from Edders.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. With me now is the 19th-year head coach of the Central York Panthers, and that's Scott Wisner. Coach, third year in a row, you're standing here in the Bowser, the Grumbacher Center, and you're about to play Dallastown, I guess the third time this year. Talk a little bit about the challenge of coming here and playing for a championship tonight.
Well, first of all, clearly our opponent is tough. We're very familiar with them. We had 2 really tight games throughout the year. We're going to draw from our experience tonight. Hopefully that's going to be an advantage for us being here for the third time. And we've experienced losing. We've experienced winning. Hopefully we understand what it takes to do the latter.
All right, and I asked everybody else that's played here, is there any concern with the big floor? Have you changed anything? Do you talk about it? Some do, some don't.
Very little. The one thing is just the background is a little bit different from what you're used to in most courts, a little more open behind the basket. However, that's not too much different from us with our curtain, so we kind of just put it up and we've got that opening so we can practice with that. So that's helpful. The big court limits your ability to press as well as what you can do on a smaller court. We haven't been doing a whole lot of that, but it's just something you have to be aware of. You got more ground to cover. But other than that, just coming out, trying to play the best game we can possibly play.
I asked your opponent the same thing I'm about to ask you. 1 and 2 kind of cancel each other out. Your 2 against their 2. Talk a little bit about what the role players bring to the game tonight.
Okay, so the biggest thing for us, I think, is defensively controlling or trying to control Julia Sutton. She's playing exceptionally well right now. She gets the basket well, and obviously she can shoot the perimeter shot. So she's the big key for us. In terms of our offensive production from our role players, we're going to have to hit some perimeter shots. We know they're going to play great defense, going to pack it in. They're going to try to limit what we do inside. So hopefully somebody gets hot like we did last year with Sepik, and somebody hits some shots.
Give me a couple of keys, Scott. Your kids got to do well to cut the nets down again.
Okay, once again, I think one of the biggest focus is defensive rebounding. We can't allow them to get second, third opportunities on the glass. We concentrate on that with Susquehannock and started slow at the beginning of that game in that area, but definitely improved. So tonight we don't want to allow that to happen again. So controlling the defensive boards, and again, like I talked about before, I think using our advantage and hopefully being calm and hitting some shots, those are going to be the keys of the game.
Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to it.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
When you think of chicken pot pie, it might bring back memories in the kitchen with Grandma.
Grandma's the pot pie almost ready?
Yes, it is. I'll grab my keys. We're going to Rutter's.
For a limited time, VIPs earn triple rewards on all sizes of delicious chicken pot pie. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else?
If you're looking for experienced barbers and a relaxing atmosphere, come to Iacono's Hair Studio, 2030 South Queen Street in York. Iacono's is a family-owned business serving the York area since 1972. For high-quality grooming enjoyment and the professionalism of over 75 years combined expert experience, Iacono's is the place for you. For haircuts, for a straight razor shave, for a relaxing grooming experience, for the best of the best in the business, visit or call Iacono's at 854-8258.
Put your career into high gear at York County School of Technology's CDL training program. Now with a new lower tuition, our program has been serving York County for over 25 years. Pursue a career in the truck driving industry. We offer frequent weekday and weekend classes. Next weekday class starting February 20th and weekend classes starting February 17th. If you want to become a truck driver driving big rigs, York County School of Technology can help put you on the road to success with training in as little as 5 weeks. Visit ytech.edu/adulted.
We cannot tell a lie. Nobody does a President's Day sale like Smith Village Home Furnishing.
Come to the Village, Smith Village, where comfort and style are coming home.
Don't miss your chance to get in on a huge selection of savings. Sofas, sectionals and recliners, dining sets, bedroom furniture, comfy Serta mattresses. The savings you'll find in every department are nothing short of monumental. Many of these items are at their lowest prices ever. So come to Smith Village now and exercise your right to save. Plus, just for this sale, Smith Village is offering 36-month special financing. See store for details. Fellow citizens, the time to act is now. Step into the Smith Village showroom. Feel the comfort. See the style. Cash in on the savings. Hurry, sale ends Sunday, February 25th. Shop the incredible President's Day sale. Going on now at Smith Village in Jacobus. Just 5 minutes off the Leader Heights exit of I-83.
See the selection at smithvillage.com.
Here's something everyone needs to think about. Who helps prepare your taxes? Is it the same person who gives you investment advice? It probably should be. It should be someone who knows how to get the best return on both. Someone like Jeff Zunick with Zunick Advisory Services.
Hi, I'm Jeff Zunick, a longtime York County resident with over 25 years in the financial services field. A lot of folks come to me for the first time simply because their taxes get a little too complicated. They've often been doing it themselves or turning to one of those brand name services. I start by helping with their taxes, of course, but then as we look at their savings, I'm able to help even more. After all, how you invest your savings directly impacts the amount of taxes you pay. And who doesn't want to save more while paying less? Maybe I can help you. Call me, Jeff Zunick, right here in York at 764-8992.
Zunick Advisory Services, because your tax advisor should also be your investment advisor. Call Jeff at 764-8992.
Your day seems to fly by, but with a great cup of Rutter's coffee, you're on your way to conquering your day. With 6 coffee flavors, including our 4 seriously good new blends, you've got this. And we will give our VIPs triple rewards. Rutter's, why go anywhere else for coffee?
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Dallastown and Central on the girls' side for all the marbles coming up. The Vito's pregame show continues. Andy, it's time for our unique physique player intros, sir.
All right, for the Central York Panthers, coached by Scott Wisner in his 19th year, you've got a 5'9" senior, that's number 11, Nixon Valenchik. A 5'6" junior, number 12, Katie Fabry. A 5'7" senior, number 15, Allison Wagner, and she'll have a special fan in the stands tonight. A 5'7" guard, Sarah Sepik, number 22, and number 40, the big girl in the middle at 5'11". She's a senior forward, Tiara Preston. On the opposite side of the scorer's table, you got the Dallastown Wildcats, coached by Jay Reskarov in his second season. A 5'8" senior guard, that's number 3, Julia Sutton. I'm not sure guard would describe that, but that's all right, we'll go with guard. Number 14, a 5'4" junior, that's Brielle Berry. A 5'8" junior guard, number 20, Lily Jameson. A 6'3" sophomore, number 22, Anaya Matthews, and number 31, a 6' junior, that's Sam Miller. So there's your starters.
All right, player intros brought to you by Unique Physique. We'll take our final pregame break. This has been the Vito's pregame show. It's Dallastown against Central for all the marbles that the York Area League has to offer. The girls' championship, it's coming up, and it's presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Get your team parties started with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Pick up party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. Get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, and at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
York Mitsubishi is saying goodbye to those last few weeks of winter by heating things up. Get to York Mitsubishi and check out the new to the USA 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV plug-in electric hybrid CUV. Loaded with technology and a whopping 74 mile per gallon fuel economy. The only four-wheel drive in its class. And keep your eye open for the all-new Sporty Eclipse Cross SUV. Plus, they're hooking you up with an industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Only at York Mitsubishi. Just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York. You want more stuff for less money? You want twice the warranty protection? Get it this month at York Mitsubishi, where Jake says Mitsubishis always cost less. Like the 2018 Outlander Sports CUV, nicely equipped for $19,700, or a 7-passenger 2018 Outlander CUV for $21,400, or the 40-plus mile per gallon 2018 Mirage for just $12,500. And it's your last chance to claim York Mitsubishi's final remaining 2017 Lancer Limiteds with power sunroof and Apple Android CarPlay for just $16,900. And it's all in one place. York Mitsubishi, Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue behind Royal Farms.
Local sports on WOIK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTimePA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
Participants being introduced. Our man Brian Whistler on the PA mic as the reserves for both sides are being introduced first. Dallastown and Central coming up for the girls' YAIAA championship, meeting for the third time this season. And Andy, the first two meetings go back to December 12th. Central won on the road by 7. Then a little over a month later, January 17th, Dallastown won on the road. That was by 2 points. So both were pretty close, and they finished tied for first in the division. They split the head-to-head meetings. Pretty even matchup here tonight.
I don't think you're going to see a lot of changes from what they both do. I mean, we saw them in a, or no, you did not see them. I was doing the girls with Ray that night.
Yep.
We had, and so I got to see Dallastown for the first time. The second and third time I've seen the Central girls, but you know, they're not going to change much. They're going to come at you with what they do best, and it's going to be the team that's able to calm down early. And like both coaches said, they're going to have to be able to shoot the basketball. And we saw that last night from a couple of guys. Some good shooting last night. You have that, sometimes you don't. I know Sepik has a feel good in this gym from last year. So does Valencic for Central. So that's got to make the shooters feel good when you know you've had good games on these type of rounds.
Central, the reigning league champ, but they're kind of using the chip on their shoulder of not having Emma Saxton to their advantage. They want to prove that those that are back from last year's team can do it again.
Right, absolutely. Be an interesting matchup. I mean, Dallastown can bring some serious basketball to this floor tonight. Julia Sutton is a player. I saw her for the first time. Kids got all the skill sets you need to play this game. The other kid that impressed me was Sam Miller. Man, she's a 6-footer. She played with her back to the basket like a true low post player, and then when she stepped out and just drilled the three-pointer that just might give you that great sound you're looking for. Just whipped the bottom of that net. I can't wait to hear that.
That's what you're looking for.
That's what I'm looking for.
Well, the intro's complete. We'll listen in on our national anthem here tonight.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove all hats, and join in show respect as Dallastown's very own junior, Mr. Aaron Lee, leads us in singing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Dallastown junior Aaron Lee with our national anthem, a member of their cheerleading crew. Yeah, we were just about set to go. Dallastown getting here by way of wins over Kennerdale and Delone. Central doing so with wins over York Catholic and Susquehannock to get to the league final.
Little disappointed in the turnout, York County. Wow, I'm not even sure we're half full.
No, not
disappointing.
Not quite
disappointing
like last night, but
no. And these student athletes put in a lot of time to get to this spot, and this is a big spot for them.
Some good basketball to be seen here over the next hour and a half.
Absolutely.
It'll be Anaya Matthews at center for Dallastown to jump it up, and Tiara Preston marching in that direction for Central. Panthers in the road black with orange. Dallastown in their home white with navy numbers and letters. And we're set to go. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine opening tip, loose in the middle and grabbed by Allison Wagner. Central will start with it.
Man-to-man defense by Dallastown.
Panthers to our right. Here's Preston, right corner. Out front to Sepik. They'll swing it around the arc. Fabry left side. Down to Preston. Power dribble and scores on the drop step. 2-0 Central.
And she went double team, got double teamed that time. Not only Matthews, but Jamison got in there too.
First half brought to you by Maple Donuts. Dallastown with it now to our left. And here is Sutton with the ball. Shovels off to Matthews up top. Over to Jamison left wing. And now to her left for Sam Miller, the stretch forward 6-footer who can shoot from deep. Here's Sutton now eyeing it up. Backs it away. They'll reload the offense. Sutton dribbles right. Dumped it in. Called for a travel. Making the pass as she picked up the dribble.
She got a little help defense at time from Tiara Preston, and that's what made her pick it up a little bit.
The Central a 2-0 lead and back with it. Fabry will march it ahead. 3 points, 3 assists per game for the point guard. Here's Valencic popping out high. Left side Sepik. Dribbles to the top and sends it over to Wagner. Now back across left wing. A 3 Fabry. Short. Long rebound that direction, and Miller able to reach it first. Dallastown ball, up they go. Brielle Berry with it, across the way for Jamison left wing.
And I don't think she'll shoot. I'm not sure she'll launch that 3 from there.
Now down low for Matthews, through her hands and intercepted. Valencic the steal. And Central back to our right. Here's Wagner across, thought about driving. And they'll work it around the perimeter instead. And here's Sepik with it out deep. Their top 3-point threat. Now Valencic with it up top, over to Fabry. And now it's Preston with it wide right, very patient on the perimeter. Wagner off the screen, goes to Fabry, another 3 and got it from the right wing. Katie Fabry with the triple. It's 5-0 and a timeout taken.
Dallastown wants to check out the rotation, but that nice rotation on that 3 for her that time. A lot of room in there. A lot of room. They're not coming out. You know, Jameson's guarding Valencic over there and giving her a lot of room for that 3. I think they're more concerned with her driving to the basket than they are with her shooting the 3, and she can light it up from the arc.
A 30-second timeout brought to you by Hunters Hillworth Odontics. There was a whole bunch of time that kept running, and it should be over 6 minutes left in the first quarter, but it's down to 5:54. I don't know that anybody caught it. I did.
You did, but guess what? You're not in control of any of those buttons, okay?
I just blew it off that.
Yes, you did.
We're playing a 31-minute, 45-second game tonight. Here's Dallastown with it, 5-0 Central. And into the right corner, Jamison with the ball. Preston steps out, a lob in deep, missed the intended receiver Miller, and a steal for Bree. Scurries it up, goes to Preston left of the lane, bounced it back out front, deflected, and Wagner will track it down by the table.
Dallastown right now just seems a little off balance.
Panthers now into their set. Wagner right wing, top of the arc, Valencic. Back over to Preston right side. Now across to Fabry, hit a 3 a moment ago. Drives and dishes back to Wagner. Little mishandle, but now on it. Her older brother Jared watching in the stands tonight. Now with York College, here's Preston driving left baseline and a foul whistle. Put her head down and made a burst to the hoop. She'll go to the line.
And she had no chance of making that shot. She was so far behind it, but she went up, like you said, and forced that contact.
So her first stop and got it 6-0.
Love that sound.
Preston 10th in the league in scoring, 12 per game. One more up, and that one drains in. So she hits both. It's 7-0 Central. Dallastown, the last game they played, they were up 7-0 against Delone. But now down by that score, and here's a cut for Sutton. Pass a little behind her. Preston's got it, being chased down. Jamison knocks it away, busting up the fast break, but it'll be Central ball off the steal.
Like I said, Dallastown looks a little jittery early here.
Fabry baseline will inbound out to Wagner, right wing. And around the perimeter, Valencic on the left. And now she'll shoot and knocks down a three. They let her go. Nixon Valencic drills it. It's 10-0.
What I tell you, Jamison's backed off her. She won't next time.
And Sutton trying to answer, misfired for three. Rebound Valencic. Here comes Wagner up the right side with it.
You might need another timeout. They make a bucket here.
Into the right corner, Valencic. And back out Fabry, little overplay. She starts in. Back to Preston out front. Right side, Valencic with it. And now off to Sepik at the top. Sutton guarding there. Back to Preston on the right. Out front, Wagner swings left Fabry. Reverse back to Wagner. She'll drive down the middle. Ball knocked loose and out of bounds off a Dallastown leg last.
Right now, they get nobody going to the basket. I believe Preston can take Matthews to the hole if she wants to.
Claire Tyrell is in for Dallastown. Here's a three. Oh. Sepik hits it. Falling to the floor on the inbound pass to the right wing.
What I tell you.
Nails the three, falling down, and Dallastown will spend another timeout. It's 13-0 Central. What a start. 3:39 to go in the first quarter. Timeout brought to you by Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry out. Call 843-1143.
Your downtown York service center is Guerreri Motors. They specialize in state safety and emissions inspections. They feature ASE certified technicians, and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerreri Motors, your downtown York service center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York service center, Guerreri Motors, 100 East Princess Street, York.
What a start for Central. They're up 13-0, and they'll show some pressure here out of the timeout. Miller brings it across. Trap came at half court. It's stolen by Fabry. And now Central back with it. Here's Wagner in the setup, right side to Preston out top. Drives it, shovels it off. Sepik shoots and hits again.
The same thing she did last year. Shot it in rhythm, just grabbed it one dribble to her right and drained it.
That was a long two. Now down low, finally a basket for Dallastown. It was Tyrell popping three underneath, a basket and a foul on the play, 15-2. A 15-0 Central start. And the free throw up and off the back of the rim. Valencic brings it down. Foul was on Allison Wagner. Tyrell got free underneath to get him on the board, but Central an enormous start.
Right, and you know what? Now Dallastown's it makes it a little tougher to shoot it, you know.
Here's Sepik again,
Wow,
missed
I'll
this
tell you
time, right corner, and knocked out by Valencic, reaching for it last. You thought that was gone, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I really did. He's going to use that trap. He's not going to let him get used to it. He didn't spring it that time.
Dallastown will settle in on offense. Jamison with it left side, down to Miller posting in front of Preston, and the ball knocked loose. It rolls out underneath off one of the Panthers' feet. It'll stay with Dallastown.
The over and under is 1 if we see a dual foul again tonight. I saw 2 the other night. I haven't seen that in 2 different games.
Tyrell inbounding. Miller cutting forward, contact, no whistle, no basket. She's frustrated.
Oh, absolutely.
And Central with it, and Wagner feeding Preston underneath. Put it up a little short in traffic. Miller's got the rebound.
Sutton's got the ball. Here she comes.
Sutton striding, forced the shot off the glass with Fabry up on her. Rebound rolls out top of 3, and Miller hits it. Sam Miller from the top of the arc, 15-5, and Dallastown with 5 unanswered.
Now they need to stop right here.
And Central setting up. Here's Valencic with it, right wing. Now it's Preston out front. Valencic will pop out high. Over to Fabry. Now left wing Wagner. Top of the arc Sepik. He's had the hot hand early. Back to Preston again up top. Shoveled off to Wagner. Drives it into the lane. A runner off glass. Rebound Miller. Jamison hit the deck. Guarding underneath. No whistle. Wildcats come forward with it. And Miller caught it open, but a little too deep. Valencic able to close out.
Jamison, you don't have to guard her out there. She didn't shoot a lot from beyond the arc the other night.
Now it's Tyrell with it. Sepik the matchup there. Bounced it off for Jamison. Now to Tyrell up top again.
See, when you got Miller down there like that, when you got Miller down there fighting with Valencic, and I mean they're fighting, you know, you got to give her the ball when you're looking at her number. Anytime, if I'm Dallastown, anytime I see that 3 and that 1 looking right at me, bang, she gets it.
Now that possession undone on a travel. Nia Matthews trying to make a move off the right side of the play. Got burned for it. So Central a 15-5 lead. 1 minute even to go in this first quarter. Ellie Jones, a sophomore guard, will check in for Dallastown. Only 5'2".
Remember I said the role players could be the difference in this game. That's what you have in there right now, giving them starters a rest here with a minute left. Let's see who gets the better of it coming down the stretch here in the first quarter.
Central setting up shop. They've got Katie Markle in the game. Allie Godfrey is in. Preston goes to Godfrey, right side of the arc. Out front now to Sammy Godfrey, who just checked in. And Markle will pop out high and take it between the circles. Now Preston will hold on to it.
Guess we're going to hold for 1.
30 seconds left still.
Why not?
15-5 Central.
Shorten the game.
Panthers looking to repeat. Last year beat New Oxford by 15. Matthews steps out now. Preston will start in. Dished it off. Godfrey driving in. Dished it to her sister on the baseline. Sammy missed on the left side. Matthews clears it ahead. Here comes Tyrell down the floor. And looking for the trailer. It's a 3 blocked. Blocked by Markle on Ellie Jones' attempt on the left wing. It flutters down as the horn sounds and the first quarter is over. Big one for Central. They lead at 15-5 at the end of 1 here on Sports Radio 1350 WYK.
So you're dialing an 800 number to see if you can save money on car insurance. That's fine, but try asking where you're calling.
So anyway, where am I calling?
San Antonio, Texas. Bahama. Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Why not call your local neighborhood Donegal agent instead? Donegal's auto insurance rates are routinely among the lowest in the state. And with Donegal, safe drivers save even more. Plus, by working with a local independent insurance agent, you get professional advice from someone you may already know. Save money on your auto insurance through your local Donegal agent. Donegal Mutual Insurance, there when it matters most. As an independent agent, Harry L. Bubb Associates is dedicated to helping you through every step of the insurance process. Bubb Insurance is conveniently located in Hanover, Shrewsbury, and Red Lion. Call or visit Harry L. Bubb Associates today.
8 minutes on the clock. Start the second quarter. Dallastown will open with it. Going to our left, the Girls League Championship tonight. Central up 15-5 at the end of one. It was 15-0 though. Dallastown with it. Skip across to Jamison left side. Starts in. Wagner wouldn't let her. Dribbles it back out. Now hits Matthews posting. Off to Sutton. Down the lane. Missed the left-hand scoop. Preston the board. Here comes Central with it.
But that's a good look for them. It's the first time they ran their offense and got a good look at the backboard, Donald.
Now Fabry will call the play at the midcourt logo. All the starters back in for Central. Just a couple of minutes for the second unit late in the first. Wagner off to Fabry right side. Top of the arc now, Valencic. Back to Fabry on the right. Now to Preston cutting to the top. Shoves it over to Sepik on the left. Back to Wagner and over to Fabry right side again.
They changed up. Jamison is no longer guarding Valencic. Miller is.
There's Wagner left side.
There's the mismatch underneath.
Dumped it in for Valencic. Kept it alive for Sepik, who draws the foul. Dallastown had Valencic doubled. And Nixon got up and kept it alive for Sepik, who will get to the line.
It's her first foul.
Sutton. Sepik at the stripe. And her first is in and out. Over 7 points per game for her, but certainly has risen in big games in the past, and a good start tonight. One more, and that's up and in.
Love that, Mike.
16-5. You are gonna be expecting this everywhere we go now.
Get it in the budget.
See, we need a ladder. We need batteries. There's Dallastown ball. Jamison with it right
there
side.
There it is. There
Down
it
low
is.
to Miller. Turn around, up off the glass and in. That's what you've been asking for.
Yeah, it's there all night. This kid's got great footwork inside. Miller, give her the basketball. Wow.
So she's got a 3 and a 2. Did that in front of Preston. 16-7 Central. Here's Sepik out to the left wing to Preston up top. Preston heading to IUP, goes over left side to Sepik. Out of the top for Wagner. Jab step, shoots, a 3 back rim. Long rebound off to Miller. And into the hands of the guard Jamison to bring it up.
Oh!
And we got a collision inside away from the ball. And this will go against Fabry.
I cannot, no, they're going to call Valencia.
Oh.
And I cannot believe that Scott Nouse is calling that on number 11. She got hammered by Matthews.
Matthews setting screens, now trying to lay one to free up the inbound pass, and it's overthrown out of bounds. Central back with it. 16-7 lead. Only 2 fouls on each team.
And see, that's a mismatch inside. Valencic and number 22, Matthews.
Central setting up. Valencic right corner. And around the arc it goes. Fabry left side didn't like it. Sends it back around. Now Fabry left wing. It's a 3 and good. Katie Fabry on the cut to the left wing, launches it in. It's 19-7. Her second 3. And Central with another haymaker. Dallastown back with it. Baseline cut. Brielle Berry who's back in. And around the arc to the top, Sutton. That's a 3, and it rims up and off. Rebound Preston.
And I'll tell you what, that's the only shot they're getting, and I don't think that's the shot they want.
Oh, Sepik almost.
I thought she was going to bank that one home.
From the right side, almost in for 3 off the glass. Allison Wagner tracked it down. Central back with it. Under 5 to go in the half, up 19-7. Wagner working, off to Fabry right side. And trying to lead a cutter, Sepik. It was kicked. One of the Wildcats got a shoe on it.
But that's a nice look that time. As she goes to the lane, the weak side guard, which is Sepik, went back door. She was there if she could have completed the pass.
Central with it underneath. And Fabry will send it all the way up top. Sepik with it, darts it in, had it knocked loose momentarily, recovers underneath. Travel, though, is the call. And then Miller was in her face. Happened to be there. Sepik didn't like it. Looked like she gave her a little shove. And that drew the ire of the Dallastown fans and Jay Rexroth.
Well, you know, the referee was standing right there. I mean, let me tell you something. You think boys get chippy? Nah, I coach girls. Nothing like the ladies. Look at that.
Now Fabry got knocked over in the left corner. That left Sutton free, and she's fouled. Sutton cutting in left baseline. Took the pass, went up, got fouled on the layup try, and that'll get her to the line for two. Some physical stuff here in this first half.
I'm telling you, I coach girls a lot of years. If you don't control the game, I mean, they'll be throwing, it'll look like Hagler against Leonard, for God's sake. Do you remember them guys?
No. I gave you a courtesy laugh for the audience. You saw right through that.
Yes, I did.
Sutton missed the first, made the second. Now I got to get on Wikipedia tonight.
Marvelous Marvin.
That foul was on Preston, her first. It's 19-8 Central. 4:10 left in the half. Here's Valencic driving left side and drew the foul. Came to a little bit of an awkward stop, and the contact will put her at the stripe.
And that's on Jamison, and I thought she would start to go to the basket because when she gets the ball, number 20 goes out on her and got that hand up in the air. You can't do that. You make yourself susceptible to the drive.
Never mind, on the floor. And Fabry will inbound it up top. No shots yet. Here's Valencic right side to Sepik, around to Preston, deep left. Preston inching in, now off to Wagner, who will drive it in. Wraparound feed and a travel call, trying to set up Preston, going down the lane with her.
Nice defense that time by Dallastown.
There's a little extra buzz in the crowd ever since those shoves that took place.
Absolutely.
Woke everybody up. A little more edge to it now. 19-8 Central. Here's Miller posting low left, backing on Preston. Turnaround shot is up and in.
I'm telling you, I would go nowhere else.
19-10. Now Central with the rock. Here's Wagner starting a driving kick, and it's out of the reach of Fabry. Out of bounds into the Dallastown bench. As Central gives it up. Anaya Matthews was out for a moment. She's back in.
They got the lead. They can make this a 7-point game because of that turnover. If you're Central, you got to keep playing here.
3:29 left in the half. Central was up 15-0. Since then, they've only scored 4 points. Probably the last 6.5 minutes, maybe.
Here she is again.
Here's Miller, left post. Little off balance, shoveled it off to Tyrell. Back to Miller. Missed the layup underneath. Loose under the backboard. Preston grabbed it. And Valencic was on a knee. We've got a foul on Dallastown.
You want to get Valencic again?
I think that one on the Wildcats. She was involved. That was Miller.
Miller, first one. She getting a little chippy too. Because Valencic ended up on the floor.
And the Panthers will march it up. Fabry at the controls, couldn't hand off to Sepik. Sutton had her covered. Now possession continues to roll. Here's Wagner up top, a bounce left to Fabry. And she'll back it away. Didn't like the way that was developing.
You got to get cutters going through this defense. They got nobody cutting through this defense.
Around the arc again, it's Valencic this time. Left side, now Fabry toward the corner. One dribble, leads Valencic on the cut. Huge block, but a foul. Julia Sutton with her second. She went for an absolutely epic swat, but got a piece of Valencic as well.
I'm not sure she was going for all ball there. But I can guarantee you this. Julia Sutton said, you're not going to make that layup now. Hey, that's the way the game's played.
Knocked Valencic's hair tie completely loose. First one up, and the lefty hits.
There it is. That sound I want to hear.
20-10. Valencic 6th in the league in scoring this year, 14 a game. One more up, and that's good. Knocks down both. 21-10. Valencic, who went over 1,000. Preston is going to come up short due to the ankle injury that cost her a bunch of games mid-season. But a couple of great forwards on this team. And now down low, Matthews. We have a hold on Valencic. Matthews trying to seal her off. And Valencic the hold to prevent the easy basket. That's her second.
Yep. You're going to have to get her off the floor.
Sammy Godfrey will be the replacement. Claire Tyrell to inbound it underneath. And we'll have to chuck it out deep. Miller backing up to receive it. Right side now for Sutton. They ice the screen. Sutton still dribbling. Top of the arc, Jamison, a three. Back rim and off.
That was college three.
That was. Preston ends up with the carom, and it's Central ball up 11 with 2 minutes left in the half. The Panthers looking to reclaim a little bit of their momentum here late in the half. And Sutton going for a steal out front. Sepik hangs on to it and back to Preston.
See, I think you get Preston out high because Matthews is not going to come up there and guard her. Preston's got ball skills. There it is, right there. Now, let's see what she does against Matthews here with the ball. Spread the floor, give her some room.
Down under a minute and a half left in the half. They've had it for a while on this possession.
And I'm not sure they want to burn. They wouldn't be happy with burning away all of this.
Yeah. Here's Preston again. Matthews out on her. And now over to Wagner toward the left sideline as we approach a minute left in the half.
They burned 45 at least.
Here's Preston at the logo. Timeout Central. And Scott Wisner will draw it up. 59.5 left in the half. It's a 30, so we'll stay here. Brought to you by Hunters Hill Orthodontics. 21-10 Central, and now he'll get out the clipboard. Or maybe not. He'll just talk to him.
Absolutely.
No marker board needed for this huddle.
No. You have those huddles. He knows what he wants to do. He's going to burn it. I mean, he's got 11 points. You know, I've said this for years, and I used to have this argument with Ron all the time. He always wanted a high school shot clock.
Oh yeah.
And I just don't think. I don't think they're ready for it. I think you don't have enough players on each team. It would hurt. You know what I mean? It would hurt the overall game. They don't have the skill sets yet. So burn the clock. Why play? You got 11-point lead. It's a championship.
I'm not ready to argue with you yet. I'm not ready to poke the bear yet here in our first year.
I can't wait.
Till we disagree on a player of the game.
Or anything.
45 seconds. Central continuing to kill the clock. Up 21-10, trying to repeat as champs tonight. Here's Valencic back in the game on offense.
You just got to watch. You got to be able to.
All the starters in for Central here. Here's Preston near midcourt. Dallastown, a couple of subs in on D.
Pass.
Yeah, Fabry had to reach for it near the timeline. Now Wagner backed up against the timeline. Miller out guarding to Preston by the logo. We're down to 12.
You got to you got to get the good look.
Hand off Fabry, 5 seconds. ISO'd on Tyrell, trying to hit Sepik. Back cut, shovels to Wagner. Jumper bounced off. Preston rejected by Matthews as the horn goes off. Central kills the final 2 minutes, though. And they ended up getting a good look with Wagner in close. It just bounced off. But a 21-10 lead going to halftime, and Central ball control for the final 2 minutes of the half. What was the scoring in that second quarter, Andy?
6-5 Central. It's a baseball score.
Well, it works for them since they had the big lead early.
And absolutely. And you know, I'm sure there's people in the stands going, wow, this isn't basketball. Yes, this is basketball. What's the end game? The end game is to win it. It doesn't matter how, win it. I thought it was an excellent call by Scott Wisner. He's in full control. Why play? You got one of your best players on the bench sitting there.
21-10 the lead is Central 16 minutes away from repeating. We'll take a timeout. York Mitsubishi halftime show is next here in the Girls League Championship. Coverage presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Watt Barbershop has 2 barbers with over 75 years of combined expert experience. Watt Barbershop has 2 licensed barbers who have done hair replacement demonstrations all over the country. There's only one answer, and that's Iacono's. Located at 2030 South Queen Street in York, this family-owned business has been serving York since 1972. For hair replacements, for chemo and fashion wigs for men and women, for a relaxing grooming experience, and for the best in the business, visit or call Iacono's at 854-8258.
If you're looking for a feast, the Great American Saloon in Red Lion is a feast for both the palate and the eyes. You walk through the entrance into authentic Western decor, including a real late 1800s back bar and an ambiance that puts you smack dab in the Old West at the height of the frontiersman era. Their creative menu features fresh seafood, steaks, ribs, pasta dishes, and much more. Book your next reservation at the Great American Saloon for parties and those special celebrations. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to 11, and weekends for lunch starting at 11. The Great American Saloon on Dairyland Square in Red Lion, 246-9548.
Are you where you want to be in your career? Start training now for your new career in as little as a year in York County School of Technology's Adult and Continuing Education Center's Medical Billing and Coding and the new Medical Assistant and Dental Assistant programs. With some of the best tuition rates in the area, make your future affordable and secure. Come in for a tour today or visit ytech.edu/adulted. Classes starting February 26th. Financing and financial aid available for eligible programs to those who qualify.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
It's a family tradition. Their family name, Romberger's Appliance in South York, is York's hometown appliance store for more than 50 years. You get it all with top brand names like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, plus huge selections, great values, and unmatchable service after the sale. That's why Romberger's was voted the #1 family-owned appliance store by the people of York County. Associated with the largest buying group nationwide, gives them the purchasing power to pass the savings on to you. Their professional sales staff will only sell you what you need and at the best prices too. With the best service and delivery, low prices, and a huge selection, it's a family tradition. Remember, if Romberger sells it, Romberger services it. Always above the rest in customer service. 190 Reynolds Mill Road, Leader Heights area of York. So before you buy anywhere else, shop Romberger's Appliances first. Your one-stop low overhead store where big savings are to be had every time. Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for the way it's made.
So you hop in your car one morning to leave for work and your car has a message for you. Translation? I can't do this much longer. Your eyes roll back in your head at the mere thought of shopping for a new car, and after a long sigh, you switch on your radio. Bayshore and Kohler Ford, yeah, in Manchester. It's only about 3.5 miles from those other guys, but a long way from all that hassle. So you stop by on your way home from work, and you find a lot filled with selection, colors, models, great prices, and a whole lot of trade-in value, too. Next thing you know, you're pulling out of your driveway in a new car. And there's a knock on your window. Where'd you get that car, your neighbor says. Bayshore and Kohler Ford, you tell him. I didn't know you were a Bayshore and Kohler guy, he says. You look around at the interior of your new ride, you look at yourself in the rearview mirror, and you look at your neighbor and say, I am now. I am now. Just 3.5 miles from York and 15 minutes from Edders.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
It is the York Mitsubishi halftime show. Central 21, Dallastown 10. Central looking to repeat as league champs on the girls' side here tonight. Andy, we take a look at our halftime stats.
Yeah. Let's go with the Central York Panthers. We'll start with them. Nixon Valenchik, she's got a 3, 2 for 2 from the line. She's got 5 points. Katie Fabry, pair of threes, 1 in each quarter. She has 6. Sarah Sepik, 1 3, 1 deuce, 1 for 2. She's got 6. And Tiara Preston, 1 deuce, 2 for 2 from the line. She has 4. They're the only 4 players that scored for Central. They scored 15 in that first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, okay? Now, a lot of that in the second quarter consists of basically of about 6 minutes because they burned 2 minutes of it passing the ball. All right, Julia Sutton, 1 for 2 from the line. And right now, that's probably the difference in a basketball game. She needs to get started. Number 31, she has a 3, which she buried early. She has 2 deuces in the second quarter, both of them on great post moves down low. She leads all scorers, by the way, with 7 points. And Claire Terrell off the bench had a 3-point play, only made the field goal, never made the 0 for 1 from the line. She has 2. Nice poker hand to draw 2 in the quarters, 5-5 for Dallastown. That's not going to get it done. Not going to get it done.
No. Well, Central, a 21-10 lead. This is the York Mitsubishi halftime show. We'll go inside Andy's head coming up, what the coaches might be
I may not have an opinion. No, I may.
Got our Weckers Carpet coaches pep talk straight ahead. And the start of the second half. Again, Central 21, Dallastown 10 in the YAIAA Girls Championship game tonight. Right here on Sports Radio 1350 and the video on Game Time PA.
When it comes to better vision, one name comes to mind.
I'm Dr. Scott Weaver, owner of Weaver Eye Associates. For over 65 years, my family has been taking care of York County residents, one pair of eyes at a time. Our mission 65 years ago is the same as it is today, and that is to create enthusiastic patients through extraordinary eye care and legendary customer service.
Very impressive. Very impressive. The technology is amazing. They're modern, updated. They have something for everybody.
I have the vision I have today, thanks to Dr. Weaver.
I was looking for a family atmosphere, somebody who would be as welcome and warm and friendly as my previous doctor. And when I came to Weaver, that's what I found.
When it comes to better vision, we want one name to come to mind, and that is Weaver Eye Associates. Our offices are located in East York, West York, and Dallastown. Please visit our Facebook page or visit us on the web at weavereye.com.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Get your team parties started with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Pick up party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. Get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, and at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Back here in the York Mitsubishi halftime show, it is Central 21, Dallastown 10 with the Girls League Championship to be determined here tonight. Andy, it's time for our Weckers Carpet Coaches Pep Talk. An awesome start from Central. Dallastown has been trying to get back in it all night. What do you think was relayed in the locker rooms?
Well, if I'm Dallastown, I'm force-feeding 31 on a low block. So what I would do is I would get Sutton out of the middle of the floor, put her on the same side as 31 or the opposite side of 31, and as Sutton gets the ball on the wing, I'd bring 31 to the block with Preston behind her. When you see her number, give her the basketball. She's got great footwork in there, Darryl. She's made 4 points down low. She can turn, clear the other side of the block, bring the Matthews girl up high, she can turn and go to the basket. If she doesn't get the shot, kick it back out. If they dig down on her, then kick it to Sutton for the 3. I think that's where I'd go. If I'm Central, I think I'd jump them every other possession or in a made basket or something with that trap, that press again. Dallastown had trouble with it, and he never came back to it. He used it one time, got a turnover, and a bucket out of it. I think I'd go back to that. But other than that, just keep doing what they're doing. You know, stay steady, get the good looks. They're going to have to keep making baskets. But that's what I'd do if I was down there.
All right, well, Central will start the second half with the ball, leading 21-10. They were off to a 15-0 lead before Dallastown could blink. And it'll be Allison Wagner at midcourt on the far sideline to inbound. Fabry will bring it ahead, and off we go. Second half underway. Here's Sepik with a pull-up. Foul line jumper, good.
Kid's feeling it. That was pretty.
Just the way she started the game.
Right.
Pure shot, 23-10. Now here's Lily Jamison for Dallastown hitting a cutting at Brielle Berry, who tried to dump it down for Miller and overshot her out of bounds.
See, and that's not where they're good. That's not where they're good with that run and pass like that. Let the kid set her feet on a low block.
And Central ahead with it. Here's Preston popping out high, fires it a little high for Valencic off her left hand and out of bounds. Central turns it over. A similar result. Now Dallastown will look to take advantage. Here's Berry to march it ahead. Junior point guard. And Miller will come out high to help. Left side Jamison now down to Miller cutting, was doubled and Valencic intercepts. And she'll dribble it ahead herself. Left open, darts in left side. Offensive foul as she ran right into Julia Sutton, who got planted.
And that's 3 on Valencic, okay? And she has to understand where she is. She's got to come off the floor. She has to come off the floor. I don't know what he's waiting for.
Scott Wisner just reminded her that that's 3, so be careful.
Remind her all you want, okay? Remind her all you want.
Gave her a look like you know what to do, but don't do that again.
And if I'm Rexroth.
Now Preston intercepting a pass up top, all the way for the fast break layup, 25-10. Preston the steal and the score. The Central D will get a lot of steals. Here's a 3 up top. Sutton misfired. And Valencic will go and grab it off the floor.
See, with this big lead, I'd sit Valencic down right now. He's got kids who can play.
Wagner with it out on the right. Sepik around to Valencic on the left. And hitting Preston on a cut inside.
She walked.
Turned in, and a travel indeed. Turned right into 2 Wildcat defenders. Got knocked off rhythm. Matthews was in there.
Terrell comes back in the game. She had 2 points.
Well, Central up 15. They've matched their biggest lead. They've
all right, look at this. Now they're putting Sutton on the wing, but look where they got.
Now we got a foul.
Get Preston
coming out, reaching for that pass. A good 40 feet from the hoop. Preston whistled for her second.
See, if I'm Wisner, I'd call timeout and tell my kids, you don't have to do that. We don't need that reach. Let them complete that pass.
Inbound goes left corner. Sutton spinning in, off the glass, missing. And a foul whistled. Preston then ripped it away.
They're going to get 31 on the foul.
Those 2 were entangled.
No. They're getting Julie Sutton. That's 3. That's 3. Now what do you do?
Each team now with a major piece to their puzzle with 3 fouls.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what, Julia Sutton's a double major piece. Okay?
Now Central with it. Here's Wagner, right side of the arc.
You got to go right at her. If whoever's got her, you got to go right at her.
Sepik the ball now to Wagner up top. Checks inside. Fires it left side to Preston. Back to Wagner. And now off to Valencic, right wing. Panthers will be in no hurry. Here's Sepik with it up top, over to Preston, now to Valencic, right wing, and back to Wagner again. Down under 5.5 left in the third.
Wow. You want to talk about patience.
Here's Valencic, right sideline, turns to dribble in, bounced it off. Sepik, a jumper in close, wouldn't go. Rebound Sutton.
She's going to the hole.
Here she goes up the middle and was determined, and Fabry rips it away. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Dallastown. You're right, she had that basket, her eyes set on that the whole way.
I saw that in the YC logo, man. She was going to the hole.
Inbound all the way left corner, a three, Miller in and out, and the rebound Valencic. Still a 15-point lead for Central.
But again, they have not gone low once to this kid now yet in this half. I just think that's a major mistake.
Panthers set up, and from what we've seen, it projects to be extremely patient the rest of the night, perhaps. Here's Preston deep right, 4:40 left in the third. And a travel called. She picked the dribble, just an unassuming step, pivoting, looking to where to go with it, and called for the foot drag.
Yeah, tiny mistakes, they can hurt you. I understand that the Wildcats haven't scored in almost 4 minutes of this period, but you can't give them free shots at it.
Now Miller high-low to Matthews, the catch. The layup was
nice
short.
Look.
And Preston's got it. Valencic was right there to maybe help force that miss. And now Central with it.
Wow.
And the ball control offense back to work. Here's Fabry, bounce left side Sepik. Top of the arc Preston. Now over to Valencic on the left perimeter to Wagner up top. Little head fake. Had the ball slip, but back to recover it.
Bounced it off her foot.
Now Sepik with it, top of the arc. To Fabry right side. Tyrell will get right up on her. Fabry drives then, overshot the rim. Rebound Wagner. Bounced it out to the right wing, and Fabry tracked it down. Found
Miller
Sepik.
got a hand on.
Sepik missing the three, partially blocked, but Preston puts it in. 27-10. And Dallastown will spend time.
He wants two, I think.
Even on a play where Miller did something positive, it ends up in Preston's hands, and Central's lead grows. Timeout brought to you by Hunters Hill Orthodontics, 27-10, 3:30 left in the third.
Golfers, Briarwood is now accepting registrations for the 2018 Evening Golf League season. The Monday through Friday evening leagues consist of two-player teams playing against teams of similar abilities with handicaps. Friday evening offers a two-person couple scrambles league and a two-person men's league. Regular season matches begin the week of April 2nd and continue through the middle of August with playoffs immediately following. Leagues start play at 5:30 with a shotgun start. Briarwood leagues offer the most course variety with 4 different nines at Briarwood East and West. Briarwood has over 25 years of experience running leagues providing fun and enjoyment for all golfers. Before your round, warm up on Briarwood's driving range. After play, relax with friends and enjoy yourself at the Briar Patch Sports Bar. Check out the new and used equipment to improve your game at their well-stocked Discount Pro Shop. Briarwood's PGA professionals will fit you to a tee. Join the fun. Call 792-9776 to register your team for the area's best golf leagues at Briarwood. Or check us out on the web at briarwoodgolfclubs.com.
3:30 left in the third quarter, 27-10 Central. They now have their biggest lead of the night. Dallastown ball out of the timeout.
That timeout was he needs to calm him down.
And a three, Tyrell long from the right wing. Off the glass to Wagner, Central with it.
Might not be the shot selection I'm looking for out of the timeout.
Now Fabry trying to pass through two defenders right off the leg of Sutton. They scramble for possession. A jump will be called. Sepik was in there. Miller for Dallastown. It's going to belong to the Wildcats. Sammy Godfrey in for Central. Had her nose in there as well.
Dallastown jumped him that time. Little trap there. That's what caused that turnover.
Dallastown with the ball. Here's Miller out front. To Sutton, calling for a screen from Miller, trying to use it. Dribbles down the right edge, off the glass, and a foul whistled. So Sutton will get to the line off the drive. She's had just 1 point tonight.
Sammy Godfrey with that foul. That's her, no, number 12. Katie Fabry, her first.
Sutton ready, and her first up, and off the rim.
Wow.
No good. She was the 4th leading scorer in the league this year, 14 a game.
Yeah, and right now it's just, they can't buy a basket.
That one way long. Jamison looking to track it down. We've got a whistle. Another foul on Central. Right as Jamison was getting to that offensive rebound. But 2 free throw misses. Sammy Godfrey whistled. They'll inbound it to Jamison at the foul line. She'll turn and drive and tie it up. A foul called on Wagner, who fouled her from behind to prevent the layup. Jamison had gotten the initial step. Wagner will make her earn these from the stripe. It's Wagner's second. It is 3 in a row on Central, their 5th of the half. And the first is up and good. Jamison's first point of the night.
I think she only had a couple of free throws the last time. Okay, now Valencia's back in the game with her 3 fouls.
27-11. Jamison, who averages about 6. And her second one is up and good. 27-12.
They haven't put this away yet.
Now Dallastown trying to trap full court. And Central will call time. Scott Wisner back at his bench hollering for it. 2:44 to go in the third. This is a 30, so we'll stay. It's brought to you by Hunters Hill Orthodontics, 27-12 Central.
This is not over. Dallastown's got to figure out now, or at least Central's got to figure out how to break this press. If they can do that, they should get numbers. On the other side of the coin, you're going into 1-1 if you're Wildcats. I'd just go at them and make this a free throw shooting contest. You can come back from this kind of deficit. A lot of time on the clock here. You know, this, again, a lot of time. It's a 15-point lead. We got 10 minutes and 44 seconds today. That's a lifetime.
Fouls are 5-1 against Central.
Yes. Now here's where you gotta watch where you bring the ball in, and the people that handle it need to know where it's going to go. They're going to try to trap you on the side, so the ball's got to probably hit side, then middle.
Wagner the passer.
Here comes a trap.
Got it in Fabry. Has Preston at the second level. Wide open, Valencic down the floor. They found her and she missed. And Miller rebounds. Here comes Dallastown the other way. Jamison with it left side. Backing in, sends it back out. Ellie Jones in the game for them. Around to Jamison right side, a shot fake. Dribbling in, offensive foul to call, and Allison Wagner got there and drew the charge.
And her brother's up off the floor.
Giving her a standing ovation.
Absolutely.
He is.
He probably taught her how to do that.
Got a few of his Spartan teammates with him at the other end. Here's Fabry, got it ahead before the trap could arrive, and Valencic across to Sepik left wing, and back to Wagner to settle it. Approaching 2 minutes left in the third.
They're still going to trap. They're going to trap. You got to get this ball off the corner.
Wagner with it, fires down low, Valencic block, great recovery. Miller down the lane and knocked out off of Valencic.
I cannot believe that Scott Naus is going to allow that to go on. Okay? That was a push in the back. That was a forearm.
Anaya Matthews.
That's a bad call. That's a bad call.
Matthews knocked Valencic down. They called it out of bounds off Valencic and no foul. The place is a little heated again.
Yep.
Dallastown with it, down 27-12. Here's a lob too high for Miller, intercepted Preston. As Central will get it right back. Minute 40 left in the third. Ahead Wagner right side, off to the trailing Sepik. Back up top Fabry, over to Preston, moves it to Wagner, right corner, cross court Sepik. Back around it goes again. Now Wagner right wing, across to Sepik, left corner, three, back rimmed it. And a long rebound out to Ellie Jones. She'll turn and move. Jones up the floor, down the lane. Sepik racing back from behind, knocks it away.
Nice hustle play that time by Sepik, but you have to understand, Miss Jones has to understand, you got people behind you. You got to protect that basketball.
Dallastown will still have it underneath. They'll protect Valencic coming out on D. Sammy Godfrey is in. And And Jones will inbound behind the basket all the way out left corner. And Sam Miller with it. Step back jumper, a little long. Tip by Matthews underneath. And the putback missed by Caitlin Rock, who just came in. Matthews now trying to wrestle it away. Jump ball, tie up with Godfrey, and this time it belongs to Central.
I'll tell you, Miss Matthews got a little attitude. I like that.
Wonder if there's a taller girls player in the league, 6'3", and only a sophomore.
I haven't seen one.
Here's Wagner up the middle and peels away with it. Central will get into the front court. A minute to go in the third. Here's Fabry on the cut in. It goes to Godfrey left side and now back out. Sepik off to Wagner. Little game of keep away, and Rock reached in, got a piece of Wagner.
Well, he's got fouls to give.
Lots of them. That's only their third. Clock stops with 47.2 left in the third.
Dallastown does not want him to burn all of his time off.
Here's Wagner calmly handling it, threw it ahead for Fabry. Now Preston will hit Godfrey high post, out to Sepik left wing, down to Wagner, who missed Godfrey on the cut, but a loose ball ricochets out to Fabry. Central still with it, 30 seconds left in the third.
You can't stand there. You cannot stand there and wait when you catch the basketball, especially on the sidelines. You got to move that ball, and the last place you want it is on the sideline.
Yeah, Wagner trapped there. Central calling time. We'll join them. 27.3 to go in the third. Central with it, up 27-12.
Here's something everyone needs to think about. Who helps prepare your taxes? Is it the same person who gives you investment advice? It probably should be. It should be someone who knows how to get the best return on both. Someone like Jeff Zunick with Zunick Advisory Services.
Hi, I'm Jeff Zunick, a longtime York County resident with over 25 years in the financial services field. A lot of folks come to me for the first time simply because their taxes get a little too complicated. They've often been doing it themselves or turning to one of those brand name services. I start by helping with their taxes, of course, but then as we look at their savings, I'm able to help even more. After all, how you invest your savings directly impacts the amount of taxes you pay. And who doesn't want to save more while paying less? Maybe I can help you. Call me, Jeff Zunick, right here in York at 764-8992.
Zunick Advisory Services, because your tax advisor should also be your investment advisor. Call Jeff at 764-8992.
27.3 left in the third. Inbound goes down to the post for Godfrey. Central still with it. They spent a timeout, each team with 2 left. Here's Godfrey high post, out to Preston right wing.
Here it comes.
Wagner seeing the trap coming, finds Fabry left sideline to Sepik, down to Godfrey for the layup. Beautifully done.
Nice job that time. Nice ball movement to get the girl loose, and that's her first points.
2 seconds left. Miller from just across half court airballs it short, and Central will take a 29-12 lead to the fourth quarter, 8 minutes away from a title. They held the Wildcats to 2 in those last 8 minutes. Fourth quarter coming up, the Girls League Championship, coverage presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
So you need new windows, doors, or vinyl siding, and you've decided to head on out to the home show. In other words, you're going to hop in your car, fight for a parking spot, and wander up and down the aisles, fending off salespeople who are really just glorified telemarketers getting paid on how many sweepstakes cards they can collect. Or you could call Window World, talk to Rich and Angel Ford, and set up a simple free estimate. New replacement windows from Window World can save energy and rack up the savings to heat and cool your home. And Rich and Angel can tell you all about it miles from the overpriced food court. Window World believes there's a big difference between doing things and doing things right. Oh, and that little appointment those home show guys set up? Yeah, they'll be in your house for hours until you either pay too much for their product or throw them out. Whereas a Window World appointment generally takes less than an hour with zero pressure to buy. Window World on West Market Street in York does their best for every home, every day, not just during home show days. So call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW today.
Window World, simply the best for
PA 2358.
8 minutes on the clock. Central, that's how much time is separating them from going back-to-back. They lead at 29-12.
And you expend a lot of energy if you're Dallastown when you're trying to get back in the game. There she is.
Miller down low. They had her swarm. She caught it on the second effort. The kick out is scratched away into the right corner by Fabry.
And, okay, so Scott Wisner, believe me when I tell you, understands they want to go down low to her. They're going to collapse on her. She has to find the open girl.
And Fabry nearly jumped the inbound pass in front of the Dallastown bench. Tips it out again. 10 seconds off. Dallastown with Lily Jamison in front of her teammates. She'll bounce it in. Brielle Berry will handle. Over to Miller, left wing, a three, around and off. Rebound, Matthews turns back up off the glass. A second effort, Julia Sutton scores it.
And that's her first field goal of the game.
29-14. Half a minute gone here in the fourth. Preston, cross court. Sutton bats it into the central bench. Just couldn't quite get high enough to pick it off. Dangerous pass.
I wonder how many they got to come back to Dallastown to get Scott Wisner on his feet.
Calm and collected he is.
Yes, he should be.
Here's Fabry with it, left side Sepik, trying to move it to the corner. Miller had her entangled and tips it out into the central bench. She thought she had it tipped off Sepik.
I believe she had it tipped off Sepik.
And Sepik will pass in, lobs to Preston at the top of the arc. Back to Wagner to hold it for a moment. Now over to Fabry, to Preston, to Wagner, in off the right side, bounced it underneath. Jump ball before Valencic's layup went in. Sutton had her wrapped up. It does stay with Central. We're down to 7:05 left, and they're still up 15.
Yeah, they're just killing clock. They're really not looking to shoot the ball. They got the good look there.
Here's Sepik up top. A three off to the left. Loose in the lane. Wagner digs it out of there.
Wow.
Dallastown unable to grab the miss. And Wagner now will fire it down to Valencic. Kicks it back out. Sepik wide open. Won't shoot this time. Cross court Wagner into Preston. Back out it goes.
But you got to look to score. Okay, you got to look for a cutter. That's a bad pass.
Long but made it up top. Now Preston into Wagner, who was pushed from behind by Miller. Her second. Knocked to the floor. That's Dallastown's fourth.
But again, they get the inbound it under their basket. And they're not really looking to score in these inbound plays.
And Wagner will inbound right through the hands of Preston, cutting in and out on the far sideline. Little too hot to handle. So Dallastown will get the ball. 6:34 left.
This is a 15-point game. This is not out of the realm. Somebody buries the three here. We're getting down into...
Sutton to march it ahead. And to Berry, right wing. Top of the arc, Miller scampering out, and Preston reached in, trying to tie her up with the ball, got a piece of the arm. That's Central's sixth, Preston's third.
And again, I think Scott Wizard doesn't want to see that. There's no reason to be slapping at the ball.
It's inbounded. Here goes Sutton driving, right side, a runner, too long, grabbed by Sepik. And Central will move up, 6:15 to go. Still up 15. Wagner will throw it over the approaching trap. Here's Valencic down the lane, up and good. Valencic scores it.
Bounces off of Miller.
Here's Sutton to answer quickly down the middle. Offensive foul.
That's four.
And it was Valencic who was planted and waiting. And what a sequence for the Central senior.
Right.
6:01 to go. Central up 31-14 and back with it. Wagner will bounce in. Fabry quickly back to her.
And you got to understand, Sutton can do nothing to you right now. So if you got Sutton anywhere near you, go right at her. There she is.
Here's Wagner at midcourt, throws it right side, Sepik into Valencic, down low, Preston wide open layup.
Too easy. And that's the way to draw it up. Great ball movement by Central.
Here's a three, Sutton up top, and no good. Rebound Wagner with 5:30 to go. Wonder if that was the dagger. Up 19. Leading Sepik up the left wing. She'll stop, bounced it back to Fabry, moving through traffic. And it was. Trying to navigate some tight quarters there. And it does go to Dallastown.
Scott Wisner, you don't need that. That's not what you need right now. Big lead, just be patient with it.
It's like many of the members of the Central boys team are here watching tonight. Their female counterparts up big. Here's a whistle down low. Wagner called for a hold on the cutting Jamison. And that's her fourth. And it does put Dallastown at the line indeed. Lily Jamison, it's only 2 points tonight have come from the stripe.
Yep.
Front end up and good. 33-15 with 5:04 left. Dallastown team was 6th in the league in scoring. Central was 3rd in defense. One more. And that rattles in and out. Valencic going for it. And it was poked out by Anaya Matthews alongside her. Timeout Dallastown. It's a 30 with 5:03 to go. So we'll stay with you. 33-15 Central.
You can't trade baskets right now. Now, if you're Scott Wisner in Central, trade baskets all night. But right now, if you're Dallastown, you need the basketball. You got one foul to give. So right here, I think on this inbounds, I'd be real aggressive trying to get the steal. At that point, you got to know, assistant coaches got to know who you can foul, know who's not there. And that's the issue, I think, with this Central team. They can shoot free throws.
Yeah.
So that makes it difficult if you're Dallastown. You're in a difficult spot here.
Central is a team, the 5th best free throw shooting team in the league, 63%. By the way, we should mention we have announced our first district broadcast Monday at 6:45, York Catholic boys at Lancaster Mennonite. So we'll be back with you Monday night, and we'll have a district game next Friday as well. Wagner will inbound. Dallastown up, full court press. Fabry doubled. Up the sideline to Valencic. Across to Wagner, open up the middle. Down the lane, left it off to Preston. Layup miss. Sutton rips it down. Turns and wants to go. They're running out of time. Here's Sutton into the lane. Big collision.
That's it. She's gone.
Offensive foul. Fabry stood there and wore it. Fabry up to her feet, reaching at her face.
Wow.
Seems to be okay, and Sutton has to leave the game with 4:47 left.
She has 3 points, one for 4 from the foul line.
Tremendous player for Dallastown. A rough night, though, and a rough ending to the night. She will next play in Districts Monday. They will host Conestoga Valley. Central inbounding, and a pass intercepted. Wagner whistled for the foul. It was picked off, and it went right underneath to Claire Tyrell.
Bye-bye, Ms. Wagner.
Oh, that's her 5th.
I believe that's... Is that 5 on her?
The board has 4. I thought she had 4.
I did too. I'm sorry.
Tyrell to shoot her free throws in the first is good. 4:44 to go, 33-16. One more, and that's off the front of the rim, and an over the back called on Jamison. Valencic had the box out.
And now she goes to the foul line.
Both teams in the bonus. Mentioned Dallastown's next game is Monday. Central has a bye in the first round of districts, and then on Thursday will host the winner of Cedar Cliff and CD East.
Be a long 4 minutes and 43 seconds.
Valencic ready. She's got 7 tonight. Front end up, and that's good.
And that's all Central has to do right now. Just take care of business at the foul line.
One more, and money. 35-16. 4:40 to play. That's all that stands between Central and a repeat. Here's a ball tapped loose by Fabry over to the Dallastown bench. It does stay with the Wildcats. Ellie Jones had that dribble slip away from her a bit. Lily Jamison will inbound to Jones. And now pass left wing. Preston went for a steal. Miller will move it to Jamison, who misfired for three. And Fabry brings it in. Outlet off to Sepik, back to Fabry. Some room to move up, and her pass intercepted. Behind Sepik, Jamison was there, and Fabry had her tied up, going up. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Dallastown.
Wow. Just a bad pass, not handling the press well.
4:15 to go. Jones behind the basket. Into Tyrell left wing off a Matthews screen. Wanted a pick and roll. Matthews didn't roll. And it's thrown out of bounds. Dallastown turns it over. Central ball with 4:11 to go. Wagner into Sepik. Back to Wagner, who will sprint it up the middle. And now protective dribble with Tyrell hounding and a pass.
Just don't get it.
Intercepted by midcourt. It's Jamison all the way in. Missed the layup, and Sepik comes away with it. Outlet ahead for Bree, wide open. 3-on-2. Down underneath. Valencic blocked by Matthews from behind. Out of bounds, still Central ball with 3:48 to go.
These guys might have somewhere to be.
Timeout Central. The whistles have gone away.
Yes.
3:48 remaining. It's Central 35, Dallastown 16. And a timeout brought to you by Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Put your career into high gear at York County School of Technology's CDL training program. Now with a new lower tuition, our program has been serving York County for over 25 years. Pursue a career in the truck driving industry. We offer frequent weekday and weekend classes. Next weekday class starting February 20th and weekend classes starting February 17th. If you want to become a truck driver driving big rigs, York County School of Technology can help put you on the road to success with training in as little as 5 weeks. Visit ytech.edu/adulted.
With spring sports on the horizon, the off-season is a crucial time to work on the skills to improve your athletic ability. Whether you play lacrosse, baseball, softball, or do track and field, learn how to run, change direction, get stronger, faster, and gain confidence with Unique Physique's John Kirchner. John has a master's in exercise science and performance enhancement and is the trainer you and your team need. John guarantees that he'll increase strength and quickness for you and your team's spring sport. For more info or to sign up, visit Unique Physique in East York or call John at 873-0234.
3:48 to play. Central up 35-16. They will inbound it out of the timeout, and down low to Wagner. Had to leap for the ball, kept it alive. And now it's Wagner left corner, down to Valencic. Jamison went for the steal, couldn't get there. It's a wide open layup.
She's got 6 in this quarter. I think both our field goals are layups.
11 for the night, 7-16. Here's a drive, a stop, short shot missed by Tyrell. Rebound Matthews, the turnaround putback was short, and then fouled in the next one as she ends up falling backward to the floor. 2 at the line for Anaya with 3:16 to go, though, and Central up 21.
And there's an issue. Anaya Matthews, 14 points the one time they played. She has none tonight.
Oh, yeah. She averages 10.5 for the year. First one off the back of the rim. Now one more, spins it, up, and good.
Nice mic work there.
37-17. You think they'll let us do that at Lancaster Mennonite?
No.
Okay. Central into the front court with it. 3:10 to go. And here's Fabry dribbling. Floats it back to Sepik over the chase work from the Dallastown defense.
And that's all you got to do, play catch.
Sepik back across to Fabry. And across to Sepik again. Into the high post, Valencic. Across to Wagner, left wing. Back toward midcourt now. Fabry at the handle, dribbles away from Jamison. A bounce toward the corner, kicked by Tyrell. Clock stops with 2:42 left.
And you were right that it was going to be low scoring.
I take no pride in that.
Well, I mean, you didn't think this.
Not this low
But
scoring. Inbound to Valencic. She'll drive, fed it off. Wagner now hitting Preston on a cut and missed the layup. And the rebound to Miller. Good ball movement.
Yes, and they just burned some clock. Just enough clock to...
Here's Miller, 3. Left wing, around and out. And Valencic grabs the board. 2:20 left. Fabry up the far sideline for Preston. Back to Fabry. They're starting to get the scissors ready for Central. Cut down the nets. Preston to Wagner, right corner. And she'll dribble out of there. Now a reach-in called on Ellie Jones, a 1-and-1.
So Wagner will get to the line. They pretty much burn. I mean, they just burn up time. You know, Dallastown selling out. Central had taken care of their business handling the basketball.
Jay Rexroth's going to empty his bench.
Yep.
Some of the youngsters and experience on this stage. Let the starters get an ovation coming off. They've had a great year. They're not done yet.
No.
Now Wagner to shoot. Front end up and a little long. Rebound to Maddie Moore, who's in for Dallastown. Brielle Berry, who started the game, will bring it up. Central will empty its bench at the next whistle. Here's Ashley Harbold with it up top. Bounce it off to Caitlin Rock. Now to Moore coming out top, working on Preston. Crossover dribble slipped away. Skylar Wise picked it up at the foul line. And Dallastown still with it. 1:40 left. Central up 20 though. And here's Moore right wing. Moore trying to work in against Preston, who fell into her teammate. Shot was missed though, and Valencic rebounds it. 1:25 to go. Central will call time to get the next unit in, and the starters will come off, and the celebration will begin.
Wow. I never saw this coming. Never saw it coming.
Now the starters make their way to the bench. The satisfaction of knowing that they've done it starting to set in. These first two meetings this year close, Andy, but tonight not the case.
No, and Central pretty much had the hot hand early, outscoring, coming a 10-point lead out of the first quarter. Taking 11-point lead in at halftime, so they've been in control the entire game. Dallastown by quarters to this point, 5, 5, and 2.
Oh.
So just had a terrible night shooting the basketball. Sometimes it happens.
Only 5 in this quarter. 1:23 left, 37-17. Central the lead. It's bounced in. Lauren Borsa in the game and brought across by Taylor Marley, who came on. Now they go right side for Sarah Berman and around the arc for Borsa left wing. As we approach a minute remaining, Sammy Godfrey right corner to the top for Berman. And around it goes to Marley left side. And now they'll work it back the other way. Under a minute to go. Here's Godfrey left corner. Off to her twin, Allie Godfrey out front. Now here's Sammy Godfrey with it at the top of the arc. A handoff now for Berman, down to 40 seconds left. Here's Marley on a drive and got held on to. Going down the lane. Wildcats would not let her get to the cup, but 2 free throws coming.
And we're going to have a couple more subs.
Marley, who averaged a little over 2 points per game this year. Front rim's the first. Emily Prowl will come in. Natalie Craig is in. The Godfrey twins head off together. 38.9 to go. And one more up. And that was short from Marley. Rebound to Caitlin Rock of Dallastown. Rock into the hands of Danica Moose, who's in. And now Harbold with it, right side for Rock, who will dribble in. A scoop in the lane. That draws a foul. Marley had fallen down. Maybe thought she got knocked to the floor, but It'll end up being Rock shooting for Dallastown with 23.4 seconds left.
Caitlin Rock, I like that name.
Well, her first up, and that bounces up and in, 37-18.
So Central with back-to-back titles.
Now this one, very impressive.
Yes.
Second one is good. 37-19. And the final 20 seconds as Marley brings it ahead. Left side on the pass for Borsa, into the corner now for Prowl, who will work it back toward the top. Down to 10 seconds left. Here's Prowl with it. Left side for Berman. Back to the top, Marley. Over to Borsa, right wing. 3 seconds left. Left corner, Prowl, a three.
Oh,
good!
no!
At the horn! The exclamation point!
Wow.
And the Central York Panthers have done it again!
Wow.
Back-to-back YAIAA Girls Basketball Champions!
Wow.
A 40-19 final, and the Panthers repeat.
I don't know. I understand the bench players like that, but wow. Right at the buzzer.
Put the capper on it.
Yeah, you did. Absolutely.
40-19, and the Panthers league champs again. And they will cut down the nets. Both the boys and girls teams represented here on championship week at the Grumbacher Center. The girls will cut down these nets. They beat New Oxford last year in the final. They beat rival Dallastown by a wide margin here in 2018. Scott Wissner, a moment with his team in the huddle, whatever he said, got a big roar from his players who react to winning the championship for the second straight year.
Dallastown is young. They will be back. You know, they'll be back.
Yeah, they did this year without Sabria Royal, super sophomore point guard who went down in the preseason with an injury. Got all the way here, really short-handed all season. They are presenting the silver medals to Dallastown and then the championship medals to Central. Sarah Sepik being interviewed by Fox 43 right now. And Dallastown, their 6-game winning streak ends here in the league final. Central, their 9th straight win and 20th of the year, hands them YAIAA gold. 40-19 is the final. Stay tuned. Neighborhood Sure Save Markets post-game show is coming up next.
York Mitsubishi is saying goodbye to those last few weeks of winter by heating things up. Get to York Mitsubishi and check out the new to the USA 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV plug-in electric hybrid CUV. Loaded with technology and a whopping 74 mile per gallon fuel economy. The only four-wheel drive in its class. And keep your eye open for the all-new Sporty Eclipse Cross SUV. Plus, they're hooking you up with an industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Only at York Mitsubishi. Just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York. You want more stuff for less money? You want twice the warranty protection? Get it this month at York Mitsubishi, where Jake says Mitsubishis always cost less. Like the 2018 Outlander Sports CUV, nicely equipped for $19,700. Or a 7-passenger 2018 Outlander CUV for $21,400. Or the 40-plus mile per gallon 2018 Mirage for just $12,500. And it's your last chance to claim York Mitsubishi's final remaining 2017 Lancer Limiteds with power sunroof and Apple Android CarPlay for just $16,900. And it's all in one place. York Mitsubishi, Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue behind Royal Farms.
Snow fun for everyone. Snow tubing, ice skating, and more at Avalanche Express Snow Tubing at Heritage Hills, now open for the season. Family and individual season passes are on sale now and include unlimited tubing and skating, free mini golf, and a value savings card. Day passes, combo passes, and overnight packages are also available. Perfect for a birthday party and social groups. For hours and pricing, visit avalancheexpress.com. That's avalancheexpress.com.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hallam Exit.
If you're looking for a feast, the Great American Saloon in Red Lion is a feast for both the palate and the eyes. You walk through the entrance into authentic Western decor, including a real late 1800s back bar and an ambiance that puts you smack dab in the Old West at the height of the frontiersman era. Their creative menu features fresh seafood, steaks, ribs, pasta dishes, and much more. Book your next reservation at the Great American Saloon for parties and those special celebrations. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to 11, and weekends for lunch starting at 11. The Great American Saloon on Dairyland Square in Red Lion, 246-9548.
We cannot tell a lie. Nobody does a President's Day sale like Smith Village Home Furnishing.
Come to the Village, Smith Village, where comfort and style are coming home.
Don't miss your chance to get in on a huge selection of savings. Sofas, sectionals and recliners, dining sets, bedroom furniture, comfy Serta mattresses. The savings you'll find in every department are nothing short of monumental. Many of these items are at their lowest prices ever. So come to Smith Village now and exercise your right to save. Plus, just for this sale, Smith Village is offering 36 months special financing. See store for details. Fellow citizens, the time to act is now. Step into the Smith Village showroom. Feel the comfort. See the style. Cash in on the savings. Hurry, sale ends Sunday, February 25th. Shop the incredible President's Day sale. Going on now at Smith Village in Jacobus. Just 5 minutes off the Leader Heights exit of I-83.
See the selection at smithvillage.com.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Final score in the YAIAA Girls Championship game, Central 40, Dallastown 19, as we welcome you to the Neighborhood Sure Save Markets postgame show. All-night coverage here on WOYK. And Andy, as Central poses for the team photo, the ladder awaits them at the basket to our left. They'll take pieces of that net home with them. Your overall view of how they got it done tonight, and so convincingly so.
Well, I mean, they were able to shoot the ball well, which is early, which gives you that lead, and defensively they really stymied Sutton and really Sam Miller. Sam Miller did not score a point in the second half, and I'm sorry, but I don't understand, and I guess maybe I shouldn't understand, why they did not go inside to Miller more often. The kid is a player. I mean, you know, I just don't get it. I mean, she's a junior. She's 6 foot. Great footwork on the block. But Central was able to build the big lead, and then they played smart basketball. Wisner's been around a lot of years, 23 years or something, 19, whatever it is, and what is it, 19 years. I mean, I remember him when he was coaching the McGee twins, for God's sakes. I mean, it goes way back. His game plan was solid. He didn't have to press. His kids ran their stuff. Great spacing. Didn't get no foul trouble. I mean, you know, give him a lot of credit. They executed the coach's game plan just the way he wanted to do it.
Yeah, their defense has been a big reason for their success this year.
Absolutely, and it was a big reason tonight. I mean, Dallastown scored 19 points, and it wasn't just because they were cold shooting.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they did what, you know, I don't think they played them the way they should have, but, you know, everybody's got different ways of doing things.
Yeah, Yeah, I know Central has felt like their defense has gotten better and better as the year has gone on. They might have saved their best for this one.
Absolutely.
This was a yeoman's effort.
Absolutely. And, don't take away the fact that they've been here 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that's
a lot
true.
of these kids out there, the seniors, were on all 3 of those teams. I mean, Valencia had a big game last year. Preston was on his floor last year, so it's great to be comfortable.
Yeah. Well, they certainly looked like they were tonight. They win it 40-19. This is the Neighborhood Sure Save Markets post-game show. We'll have the stats. We'll name our Heritage Hills player of the game, or players. We'll see. Much more coming up. Our coverage presented.
No pressure, right? Just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Wow, the guy signs my paychecks. Jeez.
Our coverage presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. It will continue in just a moment.
When you think of chicken pot pie, it might bring back memories in the kitchen with Grandma.
Grandma's the pot pie almost ready?
Yes, it is. I'll grab my keys. We're going to Rutter's.
For a limited time, VIPs earn triple rewards on all sizes of delicious chicken pot pie. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
Between car payments, repairs, and the price at the pump, it can feel like your car is going to drive you out of house and home. Fortunately, Donegal Insurance Group can make keeping your car on the road more affordable. That's because for safe drivers, Donegal delivers rates that are among the lowest in the state. To find out how much you can save, call your neighborhood Donegal agent today. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Your day seems to fly by, but with a great cup of Rutter's coffee, you're on your way to conquering your day. With 6 coffee flavors, including our 4 seriously good new blends, you've got this. And we will give our VIPs triple rewards. Rutter's, why go anywhere else for coffee?
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Your downtown York Service Center is Guerreri Motors. They specialize in state safety and emissions inspections. They feature ASE certified technicians, and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerreri Motors, your downtown York Service Center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York Service Center, Guerreri Motors, 100 East Princess Street, York.
So, you're dialing an 800 number to see if you can save money on car insurance. That's fine, but try asking where you're calling.
So anyway, where am I calling?
San Antonio, Texas. Bahama. Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Why not call your local neighborhood Donegal agent instead? Donegal's auto insurance rates are routinely among the lowest in the state. And with Donegal, safe drivers save even more. Plus, by working with a local independent insurance agent, you get professional advice from someone you may already know. Save money on your auto insurance through your local Donegal agent. Donegal Mutual Insurance, there when it matters most. As an independent agent, Harry L. Bubb Associates is dedicated to helping you through every step of the insurance process. Bubb Insurance is conveniently located in Hanover, Shrewsbury, and Red Lion. Call or visit Harry L. Bubb Associates today.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Panther fans mingling down on the floor as the Panther ladies cut down the net here. 40-19, they win it. They are back-to-back YAIAA girls basketball champions. 20-4 now is the record that they will carry into districts. Dallastown 18-7. Daryl Henry back with Andy Bria. Andy, we take a look as our Neighborhood Sure Save Markets post-game show continues. Take a look at our final stats tonight.
All right, on the Dallastown side of the slate, not a lot here, but Julie Sutton, 1 field goal, 1 of 4 from the line. She had 3 points. Lily Jamieson, all in the second half. She went 3 for 4 from the line. She had 3 points. Anaya Matthews, 1 for 2 in the fourth quarter for 1 point. Sam Miller, all in the first half. 3 field goals. One of those were a 3. She buried early. She led all Dallastown scorers with 7. Caitlin Rock, 2 for 2 from the line in the fourth for 2 points. And Claire Terrell off the bench, 1 field goal, 1 of 3 for 3 points. They scored 19 points. They were 8 of 15 from the line and 5 field goals. 1 of those were 3.
Wow.
Yeah, that's total domination by your opponent. Central, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
That was only half of it.
Yeah, that was only half of it. Central, the victorious YAIAA champions on the girls' side. Nixon Valenchik, she led all scores with 11 points. She had 3 field goals, 4 of 4 from the line for 11. Katie Fabry, 2 field goals, both threes in the first half for 6. Allison Wagner, 0 for 1 tonight. No points for Allison. Sarah Sepik, 3 field goals, 1 of those are 3, 1 of 2 from the line, she had 8. Tiara Preston, 4 field goals, 2 of 2 from the line, she had 10. Sammy Godfrey had 1 field goal for 2 points. Taylor Murray got to the line twice in the fourth quarter, did not make either one of them. And Emily Prowl, right at the buzzer, buried a 3 from the baseline corner. They had 40 points, 7 for 11 from the line, 14 field goals, 5 of those threes. And that are your stats for the evening.
Did they add up?
Yes.
Okay.
They did.
Well done.
As always. I'm right on top.
Central wins it 40-19. By the way, I do want to mention tomorrow morning, Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. A little bit different start time. We have Team USA hockey airing at 7 a.m. against the Olympic athletes of Russia, and then at 9:30 or thereabouts. Those have typically been lasting 2.5 hours, so roughly 9:30. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli will hit the airs, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets. So tune in tomorrow morning for that. We will take another time out here post-game. Still have our Player of the Game honors to dole out. Central wins it 40-19. Much more ahead here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hallam Exit.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Are you where you want to be in your career? Start training now for your new career in as little as a year in York County School of Technology's Adult and Continuing Education Centers, Filling and Getting, and the new Medical Assistant and Assist programs. With some of the best tuition rates in the area, make your future affordable and secure. Come in for a tour today or visit ytech.edu/adulted. Classes starting February 20th. Financing and financial aid available for eligible programs to those who qualify.
When it comes to better vision, one name comes to mind.
I'm Dr. Scott Weaver, owner of Weaver Eye Associates. For over 65 years, my family has been taking care of York County residents, one pair of eyes at a time. Our mission 65 years ago is the same as it is today, and that is to create enthusiastic patients through extraordinary eye care and legendary customer service.
Very impressive. Very impressive. The technology is amazing. They're modern, updated. They have something for everybody.
I have the vision I have today, thanks to Dr. Weaver.
I was looking for a family atmosphere, somebody who would be as welcome and warm and friendly as my previous doctor. And when I came to Weaver, that's what I found.
When it comes to better vision, we want one name to come to mind, and that is Weaver Eye Associates. Our offices are located in East York, West York, and Dallastown. Please visit our Facebook page or visit us on the web at weavereye.com.
With spring sports on the horizon, the off-season is a crucial time to work on the skills to improve improve your athletic ability. Whether you play lacrosse, baseball, softball, or do track and field, learn how to run, change direction, get stronger, faster, and gain confidence with Unique Physique's John Kirchner. John has a master's in exercise science and performance enhancement and is the trainer you and your team need. John guarantees that he'll increase strength and quickness for you and your team's spring sport. For more info or to sign up, visit Unique Physique in East York or call John at 873-0234.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
Final tonight, Central wins it 40-19 as the post-game celebration and mingling continues down in the Grumbacher Center Court. Neighborhood Sure Save Market's post-game show continues. By the way, when we're finished, we'll join the Hershey Bears in progress against the Laval Rocket in Quebec.
Wow.
They are up north of the border, so stay tuned for that. Also, another announcement I want to pass along. The York White Rose Lions Club will be sponsoring the YAIAA Seniors All-Star Basketball Games. Those will be held on Sunday, March 18th at West York High School. Girls game at 2, the boys game to follow at 3:30. All proceeds benefit the Lions Club Scholarship Fund. Again, that is Sunday, March 18th at West York High School. Well, there are certainly members or participants of this game tonight that will be there then, and with that in mind, some stars tonight. It's time to name our Heritage Hills player of the game. And Andy, would you like me to dive in here?
Sure, go ahead.
Here's what I'm thinking.
I'll correct you if I'm wrong.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Go ahead.
So, we're looking at the prep earlier today, and some things stand out with Dallastown, who I had not seen yet. And what stood out was combination of size and skill that you don't see on a lot of these teams in this league. Central's bigs pretty much eliminated Dallastown's ability to use any of that. So more so for defensive purposes, I'm kind of thinking Valencic and Preston tonight. That's where I'm leaning.
We're in full agreement.
Are you kidding me?
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sarah Sepik did a nice job.
She did.
But Nixon, Valencic had to take. They had two bigs. But think about it. Valencic's only, what is she, 5'9"? They got her listed at?
Yeah.
They have her listed at 5'9". So you got 6 foot and 6'3".
I think she plays taller than that. It seems like she plays taller.
Well, she's tough inside. I mean, she gives as good as she gets, okay? Yeah. I mean, down low. But, she handles the ball well for them, makes the right. It's kind of like having a coach on the floor. Preston just did a nice job, I thought, on both ends of the floor. Offensive glass, defensive glass, controlling that part of the game, collecting the misses, not giving Dallastown a lot of second chance points. So, yeah, both of those kids are deserving of, I'd hate to live on the difference if I had to pick one. Yeah. So it makes it easier that way.
Our Heritage Hills players of the game tonight. I want to also thank our social club sponsors of high school sports who have been with us all year. American Legion Post 143, Shiloh American Legion Post 791, Richard J. Gross Post 8896 VFW, South End Democratic Club, and Prince Athletic Association. Central wins it 40-19 over Dallastown. They are the repeat league champs on the girls' side. We'll take one final break and wrap things up for you when we come back.
So you need new windows, doors, or vinyl siding, and you've decided to head on out to the home show. In other words, you're going to hop in your car, fight for a parking spot, then wander up and down the aisles, fending off salespeople who are really just glorified telemarketers getting paid on how many sweepstakes cards they can collect. Or you could call Window World, talk to Rich and Angel Ford, and set up a simple free estimate. New replacement windows from Window World can save energy and rack up the savings to heat and cool your home. And Rich and Angel can tell you all about it miles from the overpriced food court. Window World believes there's a big difference between doing things and doing things right. Oh, and that little appointment those home show guys set up? Yeah, they'll be in your house for hours until you either pay too much for their product or throw them out. Whereas a Window World appointment generally takes less than an hour with zero pressure to buy. Window World on West Market Street in York does their best for every home, every day, not just during home show days. So call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW today.
Window World, simply the best for less. PA 2358.
Calling all runners. Get to the green this St. Patrick's Day at Heritage Hills. Held on Saturday, March 17th at 2 p.m., this fun run/walk is guaranteed to bring out the Irish in you. Channel the luck of the Irish and sport your festive green garb as you run a 5K along the golf course's rolling greens. All 5K participants receive an event t-shirt. Admissions to the Get to the Greens after party at Knickers Pub from 4:30 to 5:30, which features a complimentary Irish buffet, green beer and festive cocktails, swag bags, and more. Prizes will be awarded for the top finishers and best Irish costumes. Register online at heritagehillsathleticclub.com today.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Wrapping things up from the Grumbacher Center tonight, congratulations to the Central York girls. They win it 40-19, and they are league champs. Now 20-4 heading into districts. Dallastown 18-7. Central a bye in the first round. Then on Thursday they'll host the winner of the 6-11 matchup, Cedar Cliff, the 6th seed, against 11th seeded CD East. Dallastown on Monday as the 5 seed in 6A will host the 12 seed Conestoga Valley, and got to think that both teams have a chance to do some damage in that next tournament.
Absolutely. And it's like I said, now we wipe the slate clean and everybody starts from zero again. So now you're in the 3rd season. That's the way it works. You win 9 games. Well, it used to be 9 games. You go 9-0, you get all the hardware.
It's a beautiful thing about high school basketball. There's 4 seasons.
It's an interesting, the size of the medals go from about the size of $50 to about 3 inches in diameter to the big one.
Well, our next broadcast, we will have the York Catholic boys at Lancaster Mennonite on Monday. We'll be there on air at 6:45 on Monday evening from Lancaster, and then next Friday planning to have a game as well. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
And it's been fun. We said this last night, Andy. You know, we certainly root for the best for all of these local teams. Now we kind of get to be homers and really, go for ours.
Now it's a real. It's fun to do that. Yeah, it's fun to go into these gyms, and really, it doesn't matter if you're from that school or your affiliation, anything. It's York County now. It's what it's all about.
Yeah, well, it's been a lot of fun here through the YAIAA this season. It's on to districts next. Coming up tonight, we've got the Bears again at the Laval Rocket in progress. That's coming up. Tomorrow morning, as we mentioned, 7 a.m., Team USA Olympic hockey against the Olympic athletes of Russia. That'll probably go till about 9:30, and at that point, Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets. Full rundown of the league championships and what's ahead in districts. We also have a college basketball doubleheader during the day tomorrow. 11:45 a.m. is the airtime. Syracuse at Miami, then Alabama at Kentucky for some SEC action, and the Spartans will play in prime time on a Saturday night. Christopher Newport is hosting indoor track and field championships during the day, so they'll clear out from that, and then basketball will be at night on a Saturday night. The York College women at 6 at CNU. We'll be on air at 5:45, and then the men's game to follow at 8 o'clock, which is for the regular season championship in the CAC. Certainly hope you can join us then. Then Andy and I are back with you for high school hoops on Monday. Final tonight, Central 40, Dallastown 19. For Jeff Lautenberger on the video here from Game Time PA, for Jim Harden back at our studios, for the entire YAIAA and York College crew hosting us here these last 2 nights, and of course for my partner Andy Bria. Daryl Henry saying so long from the Grumbacher Center. Again, congratulations to the Central York Panthers. They are the league champs, a 40-19 win over Dallastown here tonight. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll talk to you Monday when the districts open with York Catholic at Lancaster Mennonite, 6:45 airtime, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.